Hey guys, what's up? It's Queenie here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. And as you can see from the title, today we're going to be working with the fro. We're going to be working with these curls. I'm going to show you guys how I get my signature look when I want to wear my hair out. So usually my hair is either in a braid out, a bun, or a nice little wash and go like this. So I like to make my hair fluffy and big and defined at the same time. So I'm going to walk you guys through that process from my natural state with no product to the products I use to drying it and then to finally styling it. So let's get into the entire process and see how the magic happens. Alright, so I'm going to be starting on freshly washed hair that is slightly damp. It's not soaking wet, as you can see, because I hate when my hair is soaking wet. If I'm going to do this one on soaking wet hair, I will do it fully in the shower, but because I want to show you guys in detail, I'm doing it here on damp hair. And if I need to wet it a little bit, then I will use a spray bottle. So obviously I'm starting in the back section of my hair, and I'm going to detangle with my Gold Series Detangling Milk. This stuff is so good. It just melts through my hair. It detangles. I didn't think I needed a detangler past age like 10, but this stuff makes my life so much easier, and I didn't know what I was missing, so it's great. Next product I'm using is a heavier product to moisturize my hair, and that's the Eden Bodyworks Natural Pudding Soufflé. And this is to really get into my hair and to hydrate it, so then when I add the gels, it doesn't dry out. So you want to use a leave-in that has some weight to it and that's a little bit thicker. So this is, I guess, my cream-based product. And as you can see, as I brush through it, this product also helps with definition. If you want to use it just to moisturize and lightly define your hair and wear it in a fluffy fro without gel, this product can also do that for you. As you can see, it's adding a little bit of, definition to my ends and still leaving it pretty natural. So next we're going to start with our gels. This is my light hold gel, which is the Kinky Curly Custard. This is to get a little bit of form going, to get some curls popping, but not fully to hold my hair because I want it to be more intense than this. But I just rub it through, comb it, and let my hair start to form on its own a little bit more. And then I seal it with a heavier gel, which would then be the Wetline gel or some Eco Styler. So you can choose what you want to use, what you want to take out. This is just my basic wash and go routine. If you want to know exactly what I do, I use a light product like a detangler, a heavy product, and then I use a soft hold gel, and then I seal it with Wetline or Eco Styler. So the gel, like Kinky Curly Custard Gel, is more hydrating and has a natural soft type of feel to it, whereas the Wetline and the Eco Styler are heavy and they just kind of hold the curls in place. So the Kinky Curly is more of like an activator in my opinion, and then I use the Wetline gel or Eco Styler to hold the curls together. As you can see, I'm just going through my hair and shingling and separating and making sure each curl is, getting a little bit of love. And it's nice to just separate as much as you can so when it dries, it dries in that pattern. And then obviously I repeat this pattern throughout my whole head. So we start with leave-in, heavy cream, which is the natural pudding, soft hold gel, which is kind of like an activator, and then a heavy gel to seal it all together and make sure it stays put. So I repeat this process throughout my whole head, and then when I get to the front, I go through, I look at everything and shingle and finger coil some parts that are a little bit too frizzy or need a little bit of extra attention. But ultimately, that is the full process of getting the wash and go before the drying process. So yeah, it looks pretty good. After this is done, I go in with my blow dryer and I blow dry and blow dry and blow dry and stretch and blow dry and stretch until it is completely dry. Alright, so now it is time for the next step. So usually when I wear my hair out, I do just wear it just like this, and I'll clip it and make it look however I want it to look for that day. But on special occasions, I do like to give myself a little bit of extra coverage, and I like to add some clip-ins to my hair. So I don't always do this on a regular day, I don't, but if I have, a special event, if I'm taking pictures, or if I'm going somewhere where I know I'm gonna be out all day and my hair's gonna move and shrink and, do things that I don't want it to do and I want it to look uniform for hours and hours, this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to be using some clip-ins. So we are going to be enhancing the fro with these clip-ins from HerGivenHair. And again, this is just something I do to give myself an extra bit of security and some, you know, consistency, because you guys know curly, kinky Afro hair is not consistent. One minute it's like this, the next minute it's like this. So we gotta add some consistency to this. The first step is picking out the hair. You want to pick out the hair to a point where you feel like you have enough stretch, but you still have perfect definition at the ends. And you want to be very careful and not touch too much. You just pull, pick, pull, pick, pull, pick until you feel like you have the right amount of stretch. Okay, so now my hair is nice and picked, and I'm going to continue on to the next step, which is adding the clips. So you guys can see, oh, this side's a little bit better picked out. I'll be honest, even though this looks great and I can leave it just like this, another reason why I use clip-ins to fill in my hair is because I do struggle with pulling my hair out, and you can see this part of my hair is the shortest because that's my main culprit. This side is where I like to attack, and this is the side I like to, you know, pick at my hair, and unfortunately it begins to show if you look very closely. So I like to give myself that extra bit of confidence by having these clip-ins to fill in anything that I've damaged. If you struggle with a similar situation, then this might be a handy trick for you too. So if you have spots on your head that are struggling a little bit, then do not worry, we can definitely, you know, still make it look invisible. Okay, so I have these Coily clip-ins out, and I got the color 1B in 16-inch, which honestly, if I were to fill my whole head, wouldn't be a terrible length. But because I'm just using this to kind of fill in some gaps and give me some volume and some more like uniform, I guess, I'm gonna use, I would want something that's a little bit shorter. So unfortunately I did get longer ones. I thought this would be a good length, but I will have to cut it down a little bit. And all I'm doing is brushing them out. So these have not even been washed. I'm just gonna brush them out, spray them with some water. I'm kind of doing the same process that I would to my own hair. Moisturize them a little bit. And then I'm going to trim them to match my hair length. So I want it to match my curly state, which is more around here. But yeah, I wish I would have just got a shorter length. I hate wasting hair, but ideally when I, you know, use this for my whole head, it'll be fine. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of gel, as I would with my own hair, and fluff it up. You don't want it to look perfect right now because you want to blend it in with your hair before you know, define it. Now I'm going to open up this section. So this is the first section where I need that extra volume. And I'm using the 2-part piece clip. And automatically it gives me some extra volume and length right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side, which is the more severe side, I guess you could say. And I'm going to clip right here where I really need it. I think I clipped one part. And then, okay, so those are my main problem parts. And then I'm going to also clip some in the back because I like to make sure that my hair is framing my face. If you need more of like smaller pieces, you can always cut them in half, which is what I'm doing. And I always cut them to be 2, so then I can kind of hide them everywhere. Okay, so now I have these 2 pieces and I'm going to stick them in the bottom section. So this helps my fro just kind of frame my face a little bit more and keep any holes out of this area, because the worst is when it looks like you have no hair at the back of your head. So that gives me some extra volume there. And then we're gonna add one more on this side. Now I'm just styling my hair a little bit to how I want it to look in this fro. I want it to be pulled away from my face a little bit, and I can see that I could fill some parts even a bit more, but I want this to be majority my hair, but I can go ahead and cut another piece and add to this look. All right guys, so this is the final look. Obviously you can tell that it's really not much different from what my hair was, and it's basically, what's the word? Undetectable. You can also go through and fluff out some pieces and make sure it matches perfectly with your other strands by defining this hair, like the clip-in hair, and then also defining a piece of your own hair and kind of pulling them out and making sure they are very, very, very uniform. You can't see much of a difference, but it just gives you this slight effect of, wow, like it is full, you know? So when I turn to the side, you don't see anything. When I turn this way, in the back, I still have lots to fill the space. And it looks completely natural. So this is my go-to look, especially if I'm gonna be out all day and I don't want my hair to, you know, be switching up on me and I need my hair to look full. All you need is about 4 pieces or more depending on your hair density. That's how much I feel like I could fit in. I could probably fit more if I'm being honest. I could really fit one right here. That'd be nice. Let's squeeze one more right here in the back to give us some extra, bit of an extra bump. We want that extra fullness, that extra bit of coverage, and it just makes everything look perfect, and it's not gonna change all day. So this is it for my full look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. The clip-ins I got again are in Coily, which is like a 3C4A type of situation. I got those because that blends best with the majority of my hair, whereas my kinkier parts kind of hide within the sides right here, which you don't see anyways. So that is basically it for this look. This is how I get my hair to look like this for everyone that's been asking. Yeah, I do my regular wash and go. I pick it out, I blow dry it, I stretch it, and then I add in some little fillers to make sure that it's perfect all around. I didn't always do this. This is something I started doing because when you're out all day, your hair can really switch up on you. You expect it to look one way and then it looks another 10 minutes later. So instead of me worrying about my hair and looking in the mirror every 10 minutes and checking to make sure that it doesn't look spacey or flat on one side, you fill in the gaps that usually move a lot, and then you have perfection all day. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope this gave you some insight into how you can style your own hair into a defined Afro wash and go with some clip-ins, and it makes your life a little bit easier. So make sure you check out all the details in the description box. I'll leave the links below, my Instagram, everything. If you have any questions, comment down below, let me know what you think, and I'll answer any questions you guys have. And that is it for this video. I know it's pretty simple, but there's my wash and go Afro tutorial routine. Follow me on Instagram if you aren't already. I would love to connect with you guys on there. And again, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Bye.